Heidi and Frank show. You pick the music. A little NWA, Straight Outta Compton, and the movie Straight Outta Compton opens up this evening in theaters, or today in theaters. So go see it. All right. Kate Quigley is a comedian, and she's the host of a new show called Undercover. The show premieres on August 22nd at 10 p.m. on Playboy TV.
There she is.
It's all about kinky, crazy sex. My favorite kind.
Kate,
mine too.
I watched your clip where you went in with the wrestling, the sexy wrestling.
Yes.
Well, one of my favorite things anyway is when you mix like sex with something funny, because that could have been like but then you're there and you bring the funny. And it is hilarious.
Yeah, without you, it's just gross watching those.
Yeah, right. Just disgusting watching those hot naked people. No, thank you. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the idea with the show, was that they wanted it to be like a funny look at this stuff. And I'm so naive when it comes to sex. Like, I'm the perfect person to go in and explore it, because I really didn't even know that half this stuff existed.
That's part of the charm of the show, is that you're uncomfortable.
Thank you.
And that's why it's part of the funny is you're standing there and there's people having sex right behind you, and then you have to do you're hosting the show, so it's hilarious.
Yeah, it was really weird. Like I mean I'd never been like on a porn set before. Like I'd never seen a guy get paddled or spanked, or I mean some of the stuff I had to do, because that's the thing with the show too, is I kind of dipped my toe in it. And some of the stuff I had to do, like the dominating episode where I had to paddle.
Did you actually have to dip a toe in it? I mean,
yeah.
You actually had to do it?
Actually, yes, it was. I got my toes sucked, actually. That's a real thing. Yeah, it was crazy. But I'm not good at dominating people. I felt like I kept apologizing. I'm like, I'm so sorry, am I hurting you? And they're like, that's not the idea here. Like, I want you to
get down!
Yeah,
sorry, was that too loud? I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm not a big spanker myself. It's like, oh, this is kind of weird.
You feel bad.
Yeah.
You feel a little bad. You like do it, and then you're
do
like,
better
did
on
that hurt us?
your report card
So,
next
Kate,
time.
the one that we saw
I don't know,
where you go and it's like sexy wrestling or whatever that's, where wrestling leads to then sex.
Erotic wrestling.
Erotic wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one is one fetish that you can kind of understand, because wrestling or rolling around the floor, that leads to sex. But what's something you saw that you're like, I don't get that at all. I just don't understand how that leads to sex.
The one that I couldn't wrap my head around the most was pony play. Do you guys know what that is?
Is that a horsetail butt plug?
Well, that's a thing. That's part of it. Yeah.
You bought one year.
Eric, you have one, right? I bought it for you for Christmas.
Those
things are expensive, by the way. You ever price those things out?
No, I have not.
It was like almost $300 for a butt plug ponytail.
That sounds like not a bad deal, to be honest with you.
What's horseplay?
Well, so pony play, it's these people, they dress up as kind of like My Little Ponies. They wear like full spandex suits. They wear manes. They wear like horse masks. They dress up as horses, and then they actually go out in public and they like play in parks and stuff, and they pretend to be horses. Like, I got drawn on a carriage by people dressed as horses through a park in San Francisco. Like, it was the most insane thing to me. And somehow that's foreplay that leads to sex.
Because everyone paints their penis like a carrot.
Exactly.
Or
a great idea.
And a couple apples.
Exactly. That would be a great addition, I think.
Right?
So did you put on any horse heads and stuff and try to...
Actually, I wanted to, but for that one, I didn't get to dress like a horse. I asked, actually, I was like, can we do a photo shoot to promote that one where I get to dress up as a pony? Like, that would be awesome.
So the first season of your show Undercover on Playboy TV has been shot. So you've done so many fetishes, but there's so many out there. I mean, this is like never ending as far as crazy kinky.
Yeah, exactly. That's the idea. We did 20, so there's 10 episodes, and we did 2 fetishes per episode. And
did you follow the fetish where the guy likes to dress like a baby?
What? No.
Oh, well, that's next season. Don't jump ahead.
All right, well, season 2. Yes, those guys that get like full-on diapers and will even go to the bathroom, and then when the person that comes to change them, they're like, that's what's exciting to them.
That sounds awesome. I would love to do an episode on that. I love that you know that, but see, this is what I'm talking about.
I kind of hate that I know that.
Actually, I think we have some diapers in the office if you just want to poop your pants now.
Fantastic. That sounds like a great Instagram feed I would like to follow. Men dressing as babies. No, I don't know. I think they might stay away from things that have to do with like children. I think we might stay away from that I'm not really sure.
They're just big babies, adult babies. I think it's what adult babies.
Yeah, they're giant, grown-up babies.
Kate Quigley hanging out with us. She's going to be hosting a show on Playboy TV. It premieres August 22nd at 10 p.m. called Undercover, where she travels around and finds these people who are into kinky or crazy fetish type of sexual things. Now, how do you find these people? Do you have people, are you on Craigslist and it's like, who wants to be a pony? And all of a sudden, all this...
Yeah, well, I am on there, but I don't actually find it for the show. I'm just on there for my personal research. Misconnection. Yeah. No, it's actually really funny because one of the producers was like, man, my wife has gotten really into trying to find weird fetishes for us to explore. So everybody who works on the show is just kind of digging for
All right,
things.
now be honest. Of the 20 episodes that you've shot, is there something that you were introduced to that you didn't know that you might be into?
Yeah, fire play.
Wow, what is that?
You basically, there's this guy here in LA who does this thing where he kind of like, he lights you on fire, but it doesn't burn you, it doesn't hurt, it's so fast. It's like he puts a little gasoline on your skin, and then he kind of like whips a flame over you, and it goes over you really quick, and then it goes out, but he kind of does it like around your you know,
genitals?
You
crotch.
don't have a lot of bush going on down there. All of a sudden, you're like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
we gotta call the fire
Oh
department."
hell, where's Moses?
This is the best part. Yeah, they actually warned me that. They were like, just so you know, make sure you're shaved.
Wax before the episode.
Yeah.
We can save it.
Yeah, and then they told me they were going to give me a flame retardant outfit to wear. They're like, we're getting you leather because it's flame retardant just to be safe. And then I show up on set that day, and I swear to God, it was a leather G-string and a bra.
Thank God you have a banging body too, because that would have
thank
been.
you.
That
I
would've
think
been-
everybody who's into that is flame retardant. If you've got a little thing for that.
I just love that my flame retardant outfit covered literally none of my body. Nothing.
Well, you don't wear. You believe in a bikini life anyway, right? You wear your bikini everywhere.
I do that a lot as a joke. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like a separate. I do like a photo series called In a Bikini where I wear a bikini to highly inappropriate places, but then just act normal, like the bank or like a hospital.
You're not in the bank. They'll put
Well, yeah, they let
Don't
you
your
in.
shoes on. I guess.
I mean, they ask me to leave usually after a few minutes, but they always say it's because I'm taking photos, not because I'm in a bikini.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
But the best was I went into the Church of Scientology in a bikini to get this photo, and the Scientology people were my favorite because they just refused to acknowledge that I was wearing a bikini. They were so welcoming, and they were like, "Have you been here before?" And they're showing me around, and I just kept going with it. And then finally, when we started taking pictures, they were like, "Oh, you can't do that here."
Did you acknowledge their togas and space hats? Or, I think it was like a good attention. It's
Yeah,
like,
I
you
was
don't say
being
anything, I don't say anything.
No, you're right. I was very polite.
That took balls. I would have done that one. And the bank.
What's
made-
that joke? I'll be gone. You know, disappeared.
Yeah, what happened to
someplace.
Frank? I don't know. He disappeared in
I
the
don't
middle
know,
of the
he
night.
disappeared after that space hat joke.
Vacations must have gotten him. I don't know what's happening.
You know what's so crazy for me right now? I feel like, I mean, because you two, like, you could be sisters. I feel like.
Yeah, we look alike.
I feel like Heidi's looking into a mirror and Kate's looking into a funhouse mirror.
Aw, come on.
Really? I mean, it's crazy. Isn't it
Wait,
crazy? Am I the only one that sees the resemblance here? Like they could be sisters?
Where were
like,
you born?
Totally. Canton, Ohio.
Oh my God, Midwest. My dad probably roamed around. I should just find out if
You were on the side of Indiana towards Ohio.
Yeah,
So
I
maybe
grew up in
you guys.
Oh, really?
We probably related.
We're
somewhere-
related.
Somewhere. You'd have been at a family reunion, like, oh, Kate Quigley. Well, the Quigleys. She's your fifth cousin. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Then, I guess.
You know what's so crazy is I just did a show in Phoenix, a stand-up show, and there was a girl in the audience who was from the town the other town I kind of grew up in, which is Malvern, Ohio, which is really small. And I said as a joke, "Oh, we're probably related, haha, whatever." After the show, she comes up to me, she shows me our mutual Facebook friends, and they're all our relatives. We were related, like it was crazy. I was like, "There you go, everyone's related." It's
Maybe
small town
we'll
America.
get really big and famous and like get a sitcom or something.
Yeah.
And then they need to
You
need
be
to
a
cast a
stand-in.
sister. I want to be. I would
Oh,
play
okay.
her sister.
Frank,
There's
really?
that.
I could
A
play her
stand-in?
sister. You know, it makes sense. You know.
I agree.
I'm just saying because I'm not.
You guys
I'm
could be the
not
Olsen
going to.
twins all grown up.
That's actually a great idea. I'd
Let's
be down
do
for
it.
that.
I am too. I'm up for it. It makes total sense.
So the show Undercover, getting back to that, it's going to be on Playboy TV August 22nd. It premieres 10 p.m. It's all about kinky, crazy sex. Now you travel all around the United States. Have you gone worldwide yet with the searching out craziness?
No, just the U.S. They were saying if there's a second season, we might go
Imagine going to
global.
Germany.
Oh.
My God! And Japan. The things you'll see in Japan.
They sell underwear in vending machines, like underwear virgins in vending machines in Japan.
What?
Yeah, you
Wait,
can go to vending machines on the street and just pick which panties you want, and you pay for them, and then.
oh my God. No.
How do you know she's in the Panty of the Month Club?
That's
Yeah.
a great club.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I would love to go to
I
a
just looked up some
rotation.
crazy fetishes. And, have you done amputees yet?
No.
Okay, that's next season.
You have to have a season 2 on
Have you done quicksand?
No. That sounds awful.
In the height of its popularity, quicksand.
Oh, I was terrified of it as a kid.
The 1960s, 1 in every 35 films had quicksand in it. Because it was like, ooh, quicksand's so scary. So now there's like a fetish where people like to see, well, women wrestling and having sex in mud, also see women wrestling in quicksand and having sex in quicksand, and they sink and they drown.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
You set yourself on fire. Come on, drown in quicksand.
That's fair. That's fair.
You can follow Kate on Twitter at KateQ Funny. Do you have any shows coming up? Your stand-up?
Yeah, actually, I have a huge show coming up September 1st at the Ontario Improv. It's going to be amazing. Brad Williams headlining.
Oh, we know Brad.
Yeah, so definitely come out to that. It's called the Hollywood Pool Party, and my co-host Jen Sturger will be on there as well. So please come see that. And I have a podcast called Date Fails that comes out today on iTunes with V. Stiviano, and she says a bunch of crazy stuff.
Stiviano.
I mean, she's not my host. She was our guest. It was me and Stephen Kramer Glickman co-hosted it, and she came on and said so much wild stuff. It's unbelievable.
You'd think she'd have some sort of gag order at this point, but I guess not.
No.
I like Glickman, too. Glickman's hilarious.
Glickman's awesome.
Yeah,
he's a great guy.
Oh, cool.
All right, so be sure and get all that, but also Undercover. Don't forget to watch that August 22nd, 10 p.m. on Playboy TV. Kate Quigley, thanks for coming in. Come back, okay?
Thanks for having me.
We're going to take a break. We're Heidi and Frank.